First brick on.
First brick on. So let's get the spacer. Does that feel like it's on the edge there?
Looks good to me. Woo.
Like 700 more to go.
700, more like 7,000. And what's down here? Hi!
I'm just trying to hide.
Oh, what are you hiding from?
I'm a little ghost.
Oh, you're a little ghost? Are you hiding from the Ghostbusters? You want them to catch you out of the containment unit? Well, you look like a very friendly ghost.
Now that the bricks are on, it's time to fill every little hole. And that is where Gina comes in. Just joking.
No, I'm definitely helping. I'm gonna start over here, and I'll meet you at the top, I guess.
We need to get Harrison in on this too.
You can get the real low one.
So part of the reason that we haven't posted any videos lately is
We've been filling holes for days.
Yeah. Installing bricks, painting bricks. It's all fun things, you know.
Hey, are you gonna get the holes way up top? And sometimes you you make a little mess. Oh boy. Daddy made an accident.
Yeah, she did.
There's a little boo-boo on the ground. Okay.
It's a lot of color.
Ooh, that looks so nice. Are you letting it dry now? Woohoo.
But it looks like it's pretty good.
It is pretty good.
Whew, man, that was a lot of brick.
Yes, it was.
But the good news is all the brick is finished and installed. It's got a coat of paint on it. We just have to add a detail and do some aging. But it should be looking good.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why I decided to go with the 1/4-inch Luan plywood as opposed to foam or something is because we had a ton of scrap pieces left over from past projects. I was thinking about buying full sheets of plywood and cutting all the lines and grooves with the table saw and the grinder, but it just ended up working so much easier for me to cut them individually. Even though it took a long time, it was a nice way for us to do it.
And to be honest with you, we've actually been watching the show Hoarders. And we have a lot of boxes of stuff for future projects. Yeah. So we've been trying to use what we have before we go and buy more.
Yes, and it was really cool because in the beginning of this project, I actually went to the store and I got like 3 or 4 sheets of brand new plywood. Didn't even have to touch them. And I still have scrap plywood left over.
More projects.
Let's make another facade.
Ah!
A Goonies ship.
Heck yes. Let's go. And because we're gluttons for punishment, we didn't stop there, did we?
No.
Let's show you what else we worked on.
Look at this. This was a part that I was really excited to do on the firehouse because on the real firehouse, it's such a prominent, distinctive characteristic about it. I love the arch and the decorative piece that's above the main gate door there as the fire engine or the Ecto-1 drives in and out. So revisiting this thing and finishing it up, the first thing I wanted to focus on was this decorative medallion up here.
Which we almost carved out of this block of foam.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
I was getting ready to start banging this thing out when I remembered, hey, we have a whole box of decorative rosettes, scrolls, and
leaves,
molding.
flowers, yeah, all molded.
That we got from Universal Staff Shop years ago.
Many years ago.
To do the cemetery columns, and then we even used them in our haunted theater.
Yeah,
so we've been,
the ticket booth, right?
Yeah, exactly. We've been packing these things around forever. So we
dusted them off.
Yep. So to create the decorative medallion, what we did is we laid out all of our pieces, and then we had a drawing that I had projected of the real one on the firehouse, and then we went through each piece and we tried to choose, like a jigsaw puzzle, which pieces and sections would match up with the real one the best that we could. Then I took a scroll saw and a jigsaw and Dremels and whatever I could find to cut out each little piece using hot glue and great stuff and EpoxAmite and hard coating and
bubble
foam
gum.
And bubble gum, paper clips. We got to basically something that kind of resembled a little bit of what the real one was. Honestly, the trick with this was just, patching it up and Bondo. I even used a little bit of drywall mud and sanded it, and then I painted it, and then if there was any seams I didn't like, I just kept kind of filling it in. Without comparing, it actually looks really close, but when you look at the two right next to each other, you can tell they're different.
Well, this is a playhouse after all. We keep forgetting that. But it turned out beautifully. So nice.
couple pieces of dowel and some expanding foam, I was able to just glue this into place and get it to hold on. I also pre-drilled a hole and then just shot a finish nail right through the top there to hold it and lock it in. And then also I wanted to add the curved detail right here where the foam arch meets the wood down below.
Yeah.
And so I used some expanding foam there as well. Once that cured, I carved it down with a Dremel, and then I hard coated the whole thing with some more EpoxAmite. The next day after that, I used some drywall mud and I just kind of smoothed and made it as clean as I could, giving me all my little grout lines. To install the door, I just went ahead and cut some strips of wood and then put it behind the door, pressing the door up against the back side of this foam. The last thing that I did is I had some like 3.5-inch log that I had left over from doing the Adventureland skull light pole, and it was the perfect size, and I just cut it in half and then used my disc sander to give it that kind of dome shape. Painted them yellow.
Are those little bumpers, little concrete bumpers or something?
So Ecto-1 doesn't damage
run into the building.
firehouse.
So much detail. About either putting a plexiglass with some lighting in there or doing a printout of Ecto-1 parked in there. We're not surely sure yet what we're going to do. For now, we just gave it a little bit of a light yellow just so it looked somewhat finished for the picture today. Yeah, we have to make sure we have enough plexiglass for all the rest of the windows right now, and then if we have a little scrap, we might end up doing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, looks great.
All right, guys, so the brick is done, the door is done. Next, we're gonna work on the windows and plexiglass.
Lighting,
and a couple other special things that I don't wanna say right now. Thanks so much for watching, and be sure to share this with all your Ghostbuster friends out there, and we'll see you guys next time.
Really?